Now give me a minute. I'm posting some stuff on Facebook, seeing if maybe some more people want to come join and hang out. Make sure this is turned on. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. All right, so it's saying my audio is good. Everybody can hear me? Yes, no, maybe so. What are y'all up to tonight? Let's see. We're going to get this posted up on Facebook too. We're going to get some more people in here. We're going to make it a big one tonight. I say a big one. Let's see. I'm going to share it to a few groups, and then we'll get started. There we go. There's a few. That'll be good enough. There'll be enough of y'all to come hang out. Oh, I forgot to share it to my story. Hang on 1 second. Got to do it on Facebook story too. There we go. All right. So it's Monday night. What's up, everybody? Let's see. How do you start your own logging company? Have $1 billion and expect to end up with $1 million. It takes a lot of money. What's going on, Nathanel? Shaggy, which I know you from local. And then Alan, what's up? How do I like my feller buncher? I like it a bunch. The 853 is quite the machine. It's way better than we were anticipating them to do. The tractor part of the machine, from the undercarriage up, is doing a fantastic job. From the undercarriage down, we still have some issues I'm starting to see, and we need to work with John Deere. Turn this light down just a little bit. There we go. Soften me up a little. Anyway, I'm starting to see some issues with my tracks. They were out today looking at them, and it's got some wear. It's getting time. I'm trying to stretch my life on the tracks to like 4,000 hours. So I need like 700 more hours out of my tracks to get 4,000. And that's going to be really good considering, I do a lot with my track cutter. I do a lot of road work, ditch work. That machine does a lot other than just cut trees. So, I can't complain too much on the rails kind of going out at, 4,000. But I would like to see more. Now, whenever I was running a cutter a few years ago and I was just strictly cutting, I done nothing but cut, and that was it. I didn't build any roads or anything with it. I got it was a touch over 6,000 hours on a set of Burco rails. That was also an 822C, but that was many, many days ago. Let's see. Relaxing, cutting, Alan Stonorni. I butchered your last name, buddy. Anyway, he says he's relaxing, cutting 20 cord all week with a cable skidder for firewood cleanup. That sounds like not fun at all. I've never dealt with the cable skidders. That was Dad's thing back in the day, and I think I would have died. Let me move this light over just a little bit. I don't like how it's casting an uneven shadow. There we go. Now we're straight. We're even. Yeah, I don't think I'd like the cable skidder stuff at all. Frank says, good afternoon from sunny North California. Wow, California. That's pretty cool. How's it going over there on the West Coast? The West Coast is man, y'all got the redwoods and stuff over there, don't you? Or is it was it the sequoias? I think. Anyway, either way, they're cool trees. They're big. They're cool. I like big, cool trees. Um, George Posey says, "What Basil? You're talking about Basil area? Do shoot for on first and or second thinnings? Pretty well. Everything we thin goes to a 70 to 75 basal areas. What all of our contracts are written out to. With my landowner that we cut for is Hancock Forest Management. So like everything that we cut is 70 to 75. Now we will get into some older first thinning that they'll let me pull down to like a 60, 65 basal area. They're just going to thin it a lot sooner in a few more years. So you don't, you don't leave it so thick. So you kind of open it up where it grows real fast for a few years, get some, meat on the stems and go on about your business. But, let's see what else we got here. Raymond says they're looking at buying a track cutter. Looking at buying a track cutter or a rubber tire cutter, because I mean that's a big difference there. But I mean I like either one. If you're going to be buying a rubber tire for sure, I'd be looking at the the Tiger Cat cutters, just because the Tiger Cat rubber tire cutters are bulletproof. I've heard lots of good things so far about the new John Deere rubber tire cutters. I can't contest to them. If they're anything like their new skidders, they're going to be really good to about 6,000-7,000 hours, and then you're going to start seeing some issues. But that's kind of how our skidders have went so far. But I hear a lot of good about the new John Deere rubber tire cutters. But if you're talking about track machines, John Deere track cutter all the way right now, buddy. Especially if you're going to be cutting somewhere that has a lot of debris or snow falling on top of your roof. No, I don't have snow issues down here, but I know lots of people that have snow issues with the 822D. That has been my number one complaint with the 822D is debris issues. But you can go back a few videos, and I have a lot of content on when we were using the 822D on my job for a little while. I have several videos comparing the 822 to the 853. A lot of good videos. So just fall back, and I think you can go back to the playlist that says track cutter on it or something like that. Let's see what else we got here. Life with Fred, give me the thumbs up. I think I see you quite often comment on my stuff. Welcome aboard tonight. Dang, we're up to 35 people. That's big for me. Derek, let's see. Derek Curiff. Good evening from northern Minnesota. I bet it is cold up there compared to down here. Really cold. I might have to get up in a second because I'm also babysitting while I'm doing this. Our newborn, she's kind of sick, and she's the wife's gone to get food, and so she's over in her little bouncy thing, and if she goes to getting a little bit fussy, I might have to step away for just a quick second. But anyway, I'm just letting y'all know, if I step away, I'm not leaving y'all. I'm just going to get the baby, and I'm coming right back. She'll be in here with me. But anyway, let's see what else we got here. Alan says he wishes it would freeze up. I've had that happen one time down here with us. We were working on a track, and it was like 3 real small patches right down the side of a company road, and it was a nightmare, bad, muddy, slushy, and everything like that. And they started predicting like 14 degrees for, I think it was 3 mornings in a row. It was 2 days for sure. We got like 32, 33 degrees was our high temperature, which is very rare for us down here. And the ground actually froze over on the second day it done it. And we skidded down this company road when the ground was froze over and didn't tear the road up at all. It was one of the coolest things I've seen us do so far logging. But yeah, when I went on a trip last year to prototype some stuff for deer, they took me to Wisconsin, and in the morning times when we would get there, the sides of the hill that we was cutting on was, well froze over and everything. And then as the sun would go across, and then because the mountain hill, whatever you want to call it, was running north and south, and whenever the sun would go to the west side of the hill that we would be cutting on that afternoon, it would start falling out. I know what you're talking about. It's a mess. Golly, it's a mess. It was way easier to cut on that stuff up there whenever everything was froze over. Raymond wants to know, how do I think that machine would work here in Kentucky? Depends on your ground there, buddy. I'm not real sure. Kentucky, I know, has some big hills, maybe small mountains, stuff like that. If I think on my geography right, y'all have y'all in the Appalachian Mountains, didn't you? I would definitely be looking for a leveling machine if you were going to be staying in any kind of hills. Leveling machine, hands down. There's other than cost. I would not be, if I'm going to be in some kind of hilly terrain, I would not be looking at a flat bottom track cutter. So, yeah. Let's see where we're at now. Let me see. Fleming. What age did you start logging? I'm not sure how to say your first name there. Zentavius Fleming. What age did I start logging? I started going to the woods full time when I was 13. Funny story on that real quick. I didn't make quite high enough score on in Louisiana, we have what's called a leap test to go from the 8th grade to the 9th grade. I did not have high enough score on my test, so I was going to have to go to summer school. And I was like, no, I'm not going to summer school. I'm just going to go to work, which was a dumb thing. Don't go to finish school, kids. If you're watching this, go to school. Don't go to college. Go to a trade school. Learn how to work with your hands and make something of yourself, something that you can learn a couple of trades, Anyway, so I was working in watermelon fields with my grandpa, picking watermelons and corn and everything else. And my grandpa had a small farm, and that's how he provided their living. And anyway, so I was up there working on that, and Dad called. Somebody didn't show up for work that morning and said, I need somebody that can come run the skidder. And I'd been, since like 11 years old, I've been going out on the weekends, piddling with them, working on things, picking out trash, cleaning sets, stuff like that, toting trash off. I'd spend all day cleaning a set to, at the end of the day, go make one drag of wood with the skidder, because I thought that was fun. So you worked all day to do one thing of fun. And so, yeah, I've been full-time in the woods, full-time since I was 17. I made my first full day when I was 13, and I've been in and out of the woods since I was 11 years old. Oh, let's see. Dozier Guy Brent says, what's up, TJ? What is up, Brent? Life and Times. What is up? I didn't get your real name, dude. Life and Times of a completely worn out autistic dad. You comment on every video, and I appreciate it. You watch like everything. Comment on everything. I really appreciate it. So yeah, shoot me your real name sometimes. I don't know how to refer to you as, other than that long screen name you got there. Barry Hansen says, hi, TJ from New Zealand. That is impressive. New Zealand. Yeah, that is cool. That is getting out there. We're up to 39 people. I think we was up to 40 a minute ago. We're going to keep this real short too tonight, guys. I apologize on keeping it short. 30, 40 minutes is about all I'm going to be able to do tonight, because here, I'll show y'all. You'll see all this. This is my cards that I have no stuff on. This is my cards that I have. One of my cards from shooting today. I shot 3 memory cards of content today. 2 GoPros and the big camera. We shot some video in the woods today. We got some really good stuff for y'all to watch. Tomorrow's video is going to be awesome. 2 thumbs up. So y'all make sure y'all watch tomorrow's video, share it around, everything like that. Let's see, Joe Havlek. I'm not good with names, y'all. Y'all gonna learn real quick. I'm not good with names at all. But anyway, Joe says, "What's up? My first time live here. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. This ain't but like my 4th time, something like that. I think this is only like my 2nd time doing it here at the new place." Oh God, I see Mickey. Mickey's the loader operator that runs the 234B that y'all see. So if y'all see him in here, y'all go give him a hard time in the chat. He definitely deserves it. He gives me more than my fair share of crap at work. For those of y'all that don't know, Mickey is also my first cousin. We pretty well were raised like brothers. Funny thing is, after 13 years of us both, I think he's working on like 15 years of being in the woods now. We're just now going to work together, for the first time. He's been with me now since beginning of May this past year. So he's knocking on a year with me. So we're all real thankful that Mickey come aboard, because he is a astronomical help. A lot of people don't see, what good help he is. And I mean, real good help, real blessed to have him on the job. Otherwise, I would not be. If he wasn't there, he takes care of a lot of stuff, so I can do a lot of videoing. Also, so yeah, if he wasn't there, we wouldn't be getting near the content out. Anyway, next up on the board, let's see. Alan says, I run a 84 240 Timberjack. It's a tank. I'm looking at buying from my buddy. Yeah, an 84 240. Good Lord, that thing is old, dude. Uh-oh, I hear the baby kind of waking up over there. Hang on, I'll be right back. Y'all don't go nowhere. Okay, I'm back. Oh. All right, we got a baby. She's a little fussy. She's a little sick today. But anyway, it'll be May +1 now. So, till the wife gets back anyway. Well, she shouldn't be too much longer. She's not sure about these bright lights I got going, keeping my shadows off of me. But anyway, let's see. Where are we at? Oh, the 240 Timberjack. If I remember right, I believe my dad said that's kind of one of the skidders that he used to run. So, that's back in the day. So, no air conditioner, no doors, no windows. I don't think I'd like that. That sounds very cold, very hot, and very unfun. So let's see here. Nathaniel says, did you hear about John Deere's made I'm going to assume that says bogey skidder. Yes, we've pretty well all seen it, and it should. I don't know who put the pictures out there, but they shouldn't have been put out there. But that's a whole other thing. But yes, I know about it. Is it something to compete with Tiger Cat? Absolutely not. They've made that very clear through all their testing and stuff. So yeah, it's okay. She might be getting hungry. Anyway, it's there. But yeah, bogey skidders really aren't my thing unless somebody's going to pay me to have them again, or dad, however you want to word that. They're cool. They do a big good job, everything like that. They pull a lot of wood, but golly, they're expensive. I'll leave it at that. Life with Fred says, yeah, I usually don't catch your lives. I haul at night sometimes. Well, we're glad you can hang out tonight with us. Like I said, we're going to start doing these live things. I wish last night would have went through like we were thinking it was going to, because I don't want to throw their name out and everything. I just know that there are some really nice people trying to help me now, and I'm forever more thankful for it because I'm putting in a lot of work to this, and other people are starting to notice, and they're trying to help me. And last night was going to be so awesome, and hopefully next Sunday night it'll all come to fruition, and have you say that big fancy word, it'll all come together. It'll come out in the wash, and all the cool stuff will pan out for me. So yeah, hopefully next Sunday we'll do a live stream, and it's going to be just awesome. So yeah. Let's see, where are we at? Life of Fred, done that. Mickey says, "Boy, would I love to be a logger." Yeah, I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would, especially after today's fun we had getting that loader in there. Super Cat says, Nashville, Tennessee. I'm guessing you're watching from Nashville, Tennessee. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Andy Cobb says, good to see you on tonight. Love the channel. AC. I'm starting to see you a bunch too. Appreciate all your support and comments and stuff like that. If a few of y'all, we'll go ahead and knock this out before we get too lost in it. If a few of y'all are seeing, are asking, shall I say, oh, calm down, it's all right. She gets a little. I think she's getting hungry. Hopefully, Mama hurries up and gets back because Daddy don't know how to make a bottle. So anyway, where was I at? Oh, if you're asking questions in the thing, and I'm going to address that, I think in tomorrow's video, I'm not ignoring people that are asking questions. If it's a very simple question or something I've already answered in depth, I try and give you a link to the video. But if it's something I haven't covered yet, I'm taking your question, I'm writing it down, I'm doing research on it, and I'm trying to make a deep content rich video involving your question. I'm trying to use y'all's questions as fuel for content for y'all. So don't think I'm ignoring y'all if I don't reply to your stuff. And some videos I reply to every comment. I go through and like every comment and reply back to everybody. And there's some videos that I can't keep up with it because it's starting to be a lot. So if I'm not getting back to y'all, don't think I'm ignoring you. I just want y'all to know that. Most especially if you're asking a really informative question. I'm writing it down. I'm trying to make note of it, and I'm trying to do my research to give y'all a good content filled video with your question answered. So let's see. Frank, West Coast is good. Non-tree huggers here. He's a roadwork supervisor, but we are working with the loggers that have been cutting the burned trees from all the fires over the last 3 years. Well, that's pretty cool. At least I don't know how that works. I just know California is a nightmare for a logger. So at least somebody's over there supporting the logging community. George Posey, however you want to say your last name again. Y'all, I'm bad with last names. He says, thanks. I enjoy your videos. I thank you for coming and hanging out and watching my videos with me. If it wasn't for people like y'all, we wouldn't be making the channel. Super Cat says, let's start saying deck, not set. Come on, man. That's what we call them down here in Louisiana. They're sets. Everybody down here calls it a set because that's where your loader is going to sit. See, sit, set, and your wood is going to sit at the set. I don't know. When I started this deal, it's crazy to see how many different terminologies we have for the same thing in the logging industry. I've actually kind of started falling more back to calling them, instead of sets, calling them landings, from dealing with Timbermatic and Timber Manager, which I was supposed to meet with. Anyway, yeah, I just had something run through my mind. Yeah, dealing with Timbermatic and Timber Manager. one of the things that when you label your what would be your set areas, they have them pre-marked as landing areas, and I've just got to the point where I don't change it anymore. One, it's simpler. Two, I don't know, I'm kind of starting to like the word landing. It's landing, ramp, deck. There's a couple other ones, but yeah, everybody calls them everything different. We'll work on that though, Super Cat. Somebody there's a guy, I think his name's Tim Friesen, something like that. Anyway, he's always on me about calling my cutters, whenever I call them shears. That's just us in Louisiana. I don't know why we've always called them shears, but we just do. But I'm working on it. I'm getting to where I call them more and more cutters than anything else. So where are we at now? Let's see. Nathanel says, did you we done that one. Either that or he asked it twice. Dwayne Bankster says, hello from Loxley, Alabama. Dude, there's a racetrack over there. I don't know if you go to your local racetrack, but there's a racetrack in Loxley, Alabama. This thing is just nuts huge. It is, I mean, big. She thought that was funny too. But anyway, here you go. You can have your pappy back. No, she don't want it. Anyway, Loxley, Alabama has a huge racetrack over there. It's got big old banks on it, real pretty red dirt. If you're ever, looking for something to do, most especially when the USCS 360 sprint cars come to it, go. Trust me, go. It's an awesome show. Anybody that's in the Loxley, Alabama area, go. I mean, if you're on here and you have a dirt track near you, go support your dirt track. Y'all are going to start seeing a lot of racing videos this summer because the old man has decided he wants to get back in a car, and so we're full force into let's make him a one bad ride for one more year and see what happens type thing. We're going to be anywhere from Dallas to Houston. We may make a trip or so up to say like I-30, which is in Little Rock, Arkansas. I don't know if they have any shows going on this year around the Jackson, Mississippi area, but we'll be all over, mainly in Texas, between Dallas and Houston. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of racing content coming out this summer from this channel too, which I know everybody here likes the logging. Don't worry, logging ain't going nowhere. Logging is going to be primary, but there's going to be a lot of logging mixed with racing because racing is a very big part of my life. Very big. All right, let's see. Cool deal, Alan Pittman. I'll know that from now on. I'll know to call you Alan. Let's see. James Burke says, hello, good evening. What's going on, James? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Kenneth Shepard says, what's happening? Running late, getting on tonight. It's all good, dude. Like I said, tonight, last night I completely screwed that up, but yeah, we're making up for it tonight. Can't stay too late tonight. We still got one more memory card to upload, and then gotta go make y'all a cool video for tomorrow. Let's see. Daniel Sigrist, love the videos. Keep them up. Keep them coming. I'm logging from Maryland Eastern Shore. Wow, is it cold up there? Is there lots of snow? Is it no snow? I think there's lots of snow up there right now. There's some snow. Bet it's cold. Bet it's colder than this year. I think it was like, let me see. Right now, it is 61 degrees in DeRidder, Louisiana. So, yeah, it was like 72, 74 today at one point whenever I went to the work truck and cranked it to move around. So, yeah, it got warm today. Definitely did not need long sleeves. Anyway, let's see, where are we at? Alan, message retracted. Not sure why. Frank says, by the way, did you catch Logger Wade? Shout out to you. Yes, I did. And that's cool. That's really cool. Logger Wade giving shout outs to me on his channel. So yeah, that's cool. That's just to be this early in the YouTube game and getting recognition from someone like Wade is just like puts me over the edge. It's really cool. Yeah, it's just cool. Y'all just hang out with that. Anyway, Doja Guy Brent says, does the John Deere track cutter track around well while cutting and moving the arm, or does it seem weak? If this is a good question, if you have the hydrostatic drive motors like what we have on both of our 853s that we own, the machine there's a setting in the computer that's called power management, and you can adjust it to either more boom strength or more tracking strength. And whenever you don't have that option, the oh, I'm sorry, I tried to wake you up, my bad. Oh, calm down, hang on, baby moment for a second. There we go, we're getting her back. Good luck that night. There we go. Anyway, if you have the hydrostatic drives, you can adjust some computer settings inside the screen and give yourself more tracking effort, and it don't really take away boom strength or speed. It just makes sure your tracks don't ever slow down, because what a lot of people don't understand is like the 803s are a non-hydrostatic machine. It everything is running off of one pump. So if you're trying to track and cut at the same time, one thing or the other has to slow down, and the tracks are always going to overpower the booms because the tracks require more flow. So since there's more flow going to the tracks, the booms are going to be what slows down first. But to answer your question, no, mine does not, because I have that setting in there and I can adjust my machine to where I can lay my tracks flat on the floor in sixth gear and just just cut, and never stop moving. As long as the timber falls out right to do so, and the machine never slows down, never loses power, anything like that. Wow, we're up to 51 now. That is impressive. I think my last one, we got up to 30, and that was it. But yeah, hey, yeah, woo, getting excited here. So anyway, yeah, mine don't get weak, mine don't get slow. It's part of being a closed loop hydrostatic driven machine. Um, I'll do a little bit better in depth video on that and show y'all the computer set I'm talking about. I need to do a whole video just walking people through how to understand the computer stuff, because dear, if you're watching this, y'all have dropped the ball remarkably on that. That's, I can't tell you how many people message me or call me asking for help with that kind of stuff. Come on, get your salespeople on board. You're supposed to know this kind of stuff. You shouldn't be sending machines. Oh, I made her mad on that one. Shh. You shouldn't be sending machines out into the woods without somebody giving knowledge to the customer on how to adjust or whatever. That's another rant that I'll get on another time. But anyway, let's see. Where we at? Lost my place. Barry Hansen. Yeah, she's pretty cute. She's just like me. Tom Freeman says, good looking cap. Yes, these are the new caps that I had made. It's the Thomas Johnson Media. I don't have them for sale before anybody asks. I do want to start getting them done and sell them. I haven't made my mind up yet, because this is the charcoal. This is the Richardson. I don't know if y'all can see Richardson. 112 snapback. But this is charcoal on the back, black on the front, white embroidery. Very nice. They're very nice hats. I got the whole crew hat for Christmas. That's the least I could do for them letting me film them and stuff on the site. I do want to get to where I can sell them. I've got to get my ducks in a row first when it comes to merchandise stuff, because one, I don't think I want to just start selling things randomly through, you know, PayPal or something like that. That's going to end up being a nightmare. No way to really keep up with it, stuff like that. I'm going to have to end up sitting down and making a website before I start doing that kind of stuff, I think. I mean, like I said, I really want to do it, but it's just, I got to figure out, I got to get it all lined out first. I'm not going to just dive off in it and then things are madhouse, and then my wife's having to run to the post office 57 times a day getting shipments out. I just don't want to do all that, you know. So, but the caps are something I'm working on doing. I mentioned the caps here a few months ago, and then I got them done, and we got them actually made for Christmas for the crew. So yeah. Let's see. I think I skipped over some. Robert Kennedy says, "Hey Tom, hey Rob, you comment on everything, appreciate it." Alan says, "It never fails me. Run light, run often." All right, that's cool. I guess I'm confused there. Gordon says, "Good evening, Thomas." What's up, Gordon? You're another one. You're here like all the time. I think you've been here since just a few hundred subscribers or something like that. You've been around for a while. We're fixing to knock a year of starting this thing off. So, yeah. Let's see. Gordon wants to know, when you get 5,000 subs, will Pup get a Peterbilt? Probably not, because we're diehard into Kenworth stuff, and I mean, Pup loves Kenworth. If anybody knows the Pup, you know the Pup loves Kenworth. I mean, Peterbilt, but that's the first time I've ever seen a grown man. Well, I wish I had been doing the YouTube stuff then. I don't know how I would have got it on camera, but the man literally went all but to his knees crying because we surprised him. He didn't know he was getting a new truck. And when the new truck come rolling up in the yard, he thought he was going to have to go drive another one of our old junk trucks for a little while at that time, because he thought something was wrong with his truck and all this other stuff. And then a brand new truck comes rolling up the driveway, and he was so excited. So I honestly don't know if he would trade his Kenworth for a Peterbilt, because y'all see it in the video. Some of the video I got from today, he took the time this weekend and polished all his chrome and everything out on it. And that thing is phenomenal. It is so pretty. It is such a pretty log truck. It's simple, but it is so pretty. But I mean, I would love to get him a Peterbilt just to kind of have to ride around when it's dry in the summertime, you know. I don't think, unless Peterbilt wants to give me a truck to, you know, say, hey, go buy Peterbilt trucks, then, hey, you know, I might be on to that. But let's see. Jackson Arwood says, have you ran a 700K Dozier? That's how we log on some steep ground. Let's see. We have a what size is Dad's Dozier? Dad's is a 650. I think it's a K. It's the new series, whatever the new series is. I have only seen the new machine like twice, or the new Dozier like twice. So yeah, I mean we haven't really. The Dozier really don't come to my job, as y'all have seen through my videos. And I will answer the Dozier thing, because a few people's asked about the Dozier. I'll answer that in a few videos coming up, why it's not there, etc., etc. Life with Fred says, have a lot of bad days, but when the good days come, it's fun. Yeah, I mean, it's a logging have a lot of bad days, but when the good days come, it's fun. Today was a real good day, and y'all see that in the March video. We had a lot of fun today at work. I had a lot of fun shooting today's video, so y'all get to see the fun side tomorrow. tomorrow for me is going to be a hectic day because we're going to be running like a 25-30 mile move, something like that, and we're going to iffy ground. It's so y'all just stay tuned for that. Who knows what you're going to see. Let's see, Scentless Fabrication. What's up? Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Vlogger Wade loves my work. Yeah, I'm picking up on that. It's very humbling that Wade, someone of Wade's stature with YouTube and everything he's been with. I mean, just because he's been on Axemen, that is awesome that he's even given me a mention right now. So I'm beyond floored that he's found the channel and he likes the work and stuff like that. And that just gives me a little bit more drive to, push things home and do an excellent job. Let's see. Brad Smith says, what kind of overhead do you have? And any tips hiring people in this kind of field? I do reforestation site prep out here in Wilmington, North Carolina. I mean, overhead there. I mean, I have, I guess, depending on how you want to look at it, I have a lot of overhead and I have a little overhead, I guess you'd say. As far as machine notes go, there's only 3 machines on the job anymore that have notes. That's why I have so much equipment out there and I don't have to run the big load counts because I'm only running 3 pieces of equipment with notes on it. The extra pieces are simply that. They're extra pieces, and I can keep an extra man on the job. Give the baby to mama. Anyway, I can run an extra man on the job. Instead of paying a note on a piece of equipment, I can keep an old piece out there, run the job with an extra hand, so to speak. Then instead of running 3 full-time hands and then me kind of filling in where it needs to be, I run 4 full-time hands and then I fill in where it needs to be. And instead of paying a note on a machine on that, that other machine and then having to run it even harder, I don't have to do that. So as far as notes goes, overhead isn't that bad. Fuel, insurance, stuff like that, it is killing us. Ain't gonna lie to nobody. That would be one of my biggest deterrents from anybody starting a logging job right now is insurance. I don't know what we're going to have to do with insurance, but we have to do something. Trucking and workers' comp is just, I mean, it is cutting our throat. But as far as hiring people, good luck. Yeah, if you come across good ones, pay them good, take care of them, don't let them get away. That's about the only thing I can say on that. Don't go to work screaming and yelling at people because good hands ain't gonna put up with that kind of mess. But it's a logging is just a very cutthroat industry. Countless Fabrication says, hit that thumbs up button, everybody. That's right. Hit the thumbs up button down below. There we go. Get the thumbs up going. And yeah, I appreciate it. Man, we've had at one point a minute ago, we was over 60 people. That's good. That's really good for me. Countless Fabrication says, makes sense to me. I'm probably way behind on whatever you replied to that. Super Cat says deck. I'm sure that's what he's talking about is where he's from. They call it a set, the deck, ramp, whatever you want to call it. He calls it a deck where they put their wood and load their trucks out of. Hunter Maxwell says, hey man, I enjoy watching the content you post. I'm a logger from northern Vermont. That's cool. I mean, it's really cool to me that I'm getting a large reach. It's not like bunches of people, but I'm getting New Zealand and the West Coast and the East Coast and stuff like that. That's cool to me. That's one of the things I like about some of the stuff I've got to do with traveling for logging. I get to go see other parts of the world. And one of the things I got to go see last year when I went to Wisconsin was how they work those harvesting machines in person, cutting down big hardwoods. They were actually felling with the dangle head machine and then processing it in the woods. And then they had a a forwarder following them around, and there was two of them cutting up and then one forwarder bringing out. And it was just a whole other world of vlogging. It was super cool. It was just something really cool to go see, and it's just cool to see all these other people come in and comment on my videos of how we log, and then they sometimes will explain how they do things. It's just really neat. Mickey, give us a thumbs up. I didn't figure he'd be in here. I figured he'd be asleep by now. He's like an old man at nighttime. It don't take him long. He goes to bed early. We need to get Pup in here to do the live stream with us. That's what we need. Alan says here in Maine, landings are decks. That's what they call theirs. Tom Freeman, they said they call theirs a ramp over there. He's probably like the southeast Georgia, Alabama area. James Burke says, I've always heard where the loaders are is called the landings here in East Tennessee. Uh-oh, wrong button. Went down way too far. Brian Thomas says, where can I get a hat? Where can I get a hat? Wife, we got people wanting hats. Yeah, she's over watching with us. So y'all keep commenting on that. Let her see that there's a want for these hats, because if there's a want for the hats, she's gonna help. She's gonna let me spend the money to make them, to sell them to y'all, because she don't think anybody's gonna buy them. So that's where we're at with the hats, really. She don't think people are really gonna buy them. She don't think we're to that point with the YouTube stuff yet. But I don't know. It's take a plunge, buy 20, and pray to God they sell. So yeah, nowhere right now, Brian. I would love to start getting some hats and shirts together for public stuff. Especially like the end of this year, I'm going to the Mid-South Forestry Expo. I'll probably hit the local one here in Zawali. Having hats and shirts with me for going to stuff like that for those forestry events would be very, I think, beneficial. Countless Fabrication says hello from maybe Scentless Fabrication says hello from Las Vegas, Nevada. What is going on? There ain't no trees in Las Vegas, man. So you have to get your logging content off from YouTube, huh? Anyway, let's see. Tyler White says that 234 you got is a nice looking loader to be 11 years old. It is very nice to be 11 years old. It has done nothing. The majority, let's see, probably 90% of its life, it has done nothing but set out there in the set, the deck, the landing, and pull pine pulpwood through the chambers. And run 20 loads a day on average, and as many as 30, 35 loads a day. It will process, not process and load, just process. But I think that contributes to its life that it's had. The chambers is very easy on a loader because you're not jerking and bouncing and everything else. So yeah, we're way over my 30 to 45 minute mark, by the way. Well, not way over. We're 3 minutes over the 45 mark. Tell you what, we'll go to an hour. We'll get 12 more minutes, and then we're gonna wrap this one up. So I'll start rolling through the comments pretty fast. Trophy trucks for me in Vegas. Yeah, I could see that. It having nice trucks and everything over there. Gordon says dirt's for racing, asphalt's for getting there. Yeah, I believe that. I may actually attend an asphalt race this fall with Dad. They're supposed to be doing a couple of wingless asphalt races over in Houston, and we're probably going to try one. Joe, let's see. Joe says I'm new to seeing your logging. Let's see. Hang on. I'm new to seeing your logging. Come you cutting in lane? How come I'm cutting in a lane? It's just it's thinning. That's how we do it. I'm actually going to touch on that, yeah, you know, for the new people that's coming on board here, because that's one of the things that's different with my channel is I'm a 100% thinning operation. I never clear cut. Everything else that's on YouTube, I mean, Wade does some selective cuts, but he does a lot of, you know, full fail sites, and you know, like Cotton Top, everything is cut. You don't really see anybody doing thinning. So I need to touch on that a little bit better. Louisiana Logger says, how does that track cutter keep up in thinning? It keeps up extremely well, especially if you have somebody who knows what's going on with it. Been working with Matt real hard now for probably the last 6 months. I'm really starting to make some progress with him. The boy get on it and cut, you know, 10 on average 10 loads every day. He'll cut 12 loads a lot of days, and then he's still got a lot of work to do. He does a fine job, but there's a lot of those. Me and him was talking about that this morning. The little things that really that you don't think about. That whenever you start thinking about them, the next thing you know, you're cutting 4 more loads a day because you're paying attention to the little details in cutting. So we're working on him with that, and but Matt's doing a really good job. He's come a long way from when he got on it. He still likes to tear stuff up from time to time, but that's going to come with just years of seat time. I didn't get where I was in 13 years overnight. It took a good hard 3, maybe 4 years of training before I could really, you know, the little things all fell into place with me and everything. So yeah, it just takes a while. Let's see, where did I go? What Dwayne Bankster says, let us know when you come to Loxley. I'll come in the pits and say hello. I live 5 miles from it and go often. That's awesome, Dwayne. I honestly, I've never been there. I've just seen videos and I've had friends that go. I honestly don't know if we'll go or not because they normally run 360s and we only have a 305. But if we get a 360 and we show up, I'll let you know we're coming, and yeah, be cool to meet you. Let's see. What's next? Is your Dan Fitzwater wants to know, is your Alpine a pitch lob? I'm lost on that one, buddy. Or if I'm guessing, are you asking if all of my pine is a loblolly pine? It's really about a 50-50 split. We'll run about 50% loblolly and then 50% slash. It just depends on how the timber company planted it. Eli says you should try 630 or 948. Been around 948 a little bit. It's too big, too heavy for my application. 630 would be awesome, but I really don't know if I want to come off the money on that. Compared to 630 to the 848, I mean, they're like the same machine, just the 630 is going to last you a little bit longer. The same way with the 748s and the 620s. The 748 is going to do you as good or better of a job than the 620 up till about 7,000 hours, and then you're going to have to go through a repair cycle with it, and then you're going to have to, you know, keep up with the breakdowns that the John Deere is going to present you, where you won't start seeing those same breakdowns till like the 10,000 hour mark with the Tiger Cat. And the Tiger Cat don't ever have grapple issues. I've never had a grapple issue on a Tiger Cat. So except for the 1635 that we had, it had the box tongs like the John Deere has, and we constantly welded on that thing. I hated it. Hated the grapple. Loved the machine. Let's see. Let's see. Jared says, hey man, happy new year to you and your family. Love the videos. Thanks for the bunch of videos, and we run Kenworth also, and we'll never switch. Yeah, well, thanks for coming and hanging out and watching everything, man. If y'all like cutter videos, you're gonna want. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna include it in tomorrow's video. Y'all are gonna want to watch tomorrow's video because I got some awesome roadside cutting video footage a while ago. It was wood chips are flying and hitting us, and dust and dirt. I'm like ducking behind the camera trying to get the shot. It was really cool though. And anyway, so yeah, hopefully I get that all included in the Mars video. Mars video is gonna be good regardless. I don't know if I'm gonna put the cutter footage in there yet or not, but y'all stay tuned if you like the cutter stuff. Evan Donnelly wants to know. Donnelly wants to know, do I have any experience with Mack log trucks? Dad started his trucking company in 1996 with an R model. Oh, shoot. I want to say that thing was a 92 model. Day cab Mack thing was bulletproof. I can't remember how many thousands, hundreds of thousands of miles that he put on the thing on the original motor. It was insane. But it was a great truck. It just rode like you was on 2x4s all day. But other than that, it was really, really good. He kept it through, I think, 2001, somewhere in there. And then he traded it off. And that's when we started getting into the newer trucks. But yeah, I mean, the Mack trucks are good. The new Mack trucks, can't tell you, don't know anything about them. I've heard some people say some good things. I've heard some people say some bad things. But you get that in everything. Mountain Man Loggin says, hey man, started watching your channel a while back. What is a good motor nowadays in a new truck? I don't know, man. It's a crapshoot with the new motors, especially if you're getting something with emissions on it. Flip a coin. We're having good luck with the Cummins so far in our newer Kenworths. Our gliders, we have cat motors in them. It's hard to beat a cat. We really like the cats in our glider trucks. So it's hard to say. Everything we buy trucking wise is all new and has warranty and stuff like that. That way we don't have to worry with that kind of stuff. But we're having good luck so far out of our Cummins that are in the trucks with emissions, and then of course the Caterpillars with the non-emissions in the gliders are they're flawless basically. Let's see. Mark Fowler says, Happy New Year, Thomas. Really enjoy watching you guys work. Well, I appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank y'all for all the Happy New Year wishes. Todd Smith says, Kenworth would look good with a race trailer behind it. You dang right it would. But it's gotta be hauling logs, man. we actually have a Kenworth motorhome toter thing for the race car trailer, but it's broke. We need to sell it and replace it. Life with Fred says, I'm gonna move to Louisiana. Tell your dad order me a new truck. I hear you. Who knows? I may be buying me a truck here in the near future and may need a driver. So come on. Gordon says, hey, Mickey. Look, Mickey, see, you got you a fan club going on there. Kevin says, love watching your videos. Pretty much been watching since day one. I appreciate that, Kevin. I mean, really a bunch. Really appreciate that. Especially you're still here a year later. Mickey says, I'm not that old. Just remember, you're right behind me. yeah. I'm like, what am I, a year and a half, 2 years behind him? He's 30, 33, 32, and I'm 31. So, yeah, I'm just right behind him. You just act a whole lot older than I do, though. Ha. Anyway, Tyler White, we need hats. Hey, look, there's another person wanting hats. She just rolls her eyes at me. Let's see. Talking about old. You'll see that? Yeah, that's getting old. Well, y'all should look at Mickey's. We'll do his one day. I'll show y'all. His is bad. Anyway, Tyler White says he needs hats. We'll order 3. He wants 3. Okay. She just says okay. I'm working on it, guys. I really am. Kenneth Shepard says, I'll buy a hat definitely. Tom Freeman says South Mississippi. What's going on, Tom? I actually have family that lives in South Mississippi, Poplarville area down there. That is actually where my family originated from. If y'all have watched the deer video with I think it was, well, I can't remember which one it was. They done like 3 on me. But one of the deer videos that they have of me has my little backstory on how we ended up in Louisiana. But we come from South Mississippi. Let's see. Someone has to be a banker. Yeah, there you go. You don't have to get dirty doing that. I wouldn't mind that some days. Mountain Man Logan says I'm from northwest Arkansas. Didn't mention it a minute ago. Cool deal. Yeah. We'll be, like I said, we'll go up to the Starkville show later this year, and maybe guys like you up that way, we can all kind of hang out at the show a little bit. Says countless or scentless says I got a close friend that does t-shirts and hats and anything you might want to do. He does all of Monster Energy apparel and does a great job with it. I might have to hit you up on that because we're right there on doing hats. Shirts, I don't know yet. Well, hats for sure. Everybody likes a hat. Everybody likes a shirt, but I think I want to try hats first. It's gonna be easier to ship. Stanley says hello. How's it going? Hunter says what's going on? What's up, guys? Thanks for hanging out with us. Sentlin says I used to be a professional freestyle motocross rider before I got hit by a drunk driver 11 years ago. Man, I hate to hear that. Split my head wide open from front to back. Broke six in my neck and 50. Golly, that sounds horrible, dude. I hate to hear that, but the freestyle motocross stuff, that is badass. Yeah. I love going and watching whenever they have the monster truck show here in town. I love going and watching the freestyle stuff. Hunter says, what state you in? Because I want to start working for you. Well, I'm in Louisiana, but I don't have any crew openings right now. But yeah, so who knows? Maybe one day. Robert Nykel says, are you happy with the deer cutter after having it for a while? I am very happy with it. We're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of having it. And knock on wood, I have yet to blow a line inside the tractor part of the machine. We've blown several lines out on the head, which was a result of those arms breaking and smashing several lines. And then Matt has snagged and run sticks up in on a few lines, smashing them, stuff like that. That's expected with those lines hanging and dangling and everything like that out there in that mess. But as far as chafing and rubbing issues inside the machine with the hoses, I've not seen any issues. It stays exceptionally clean, exceptionally cool. It's not staying as cool as what they're saying they want it to be. There is a slight heating condition there, but when I say slight, I mean like 205. They're saying they want it to be 190, but regardless, it stays extremely cool for our environment down here. And like I said, it don't blow lines. It's phenomenal. I know it's coming, but yeah. But yes, I'm very, very happy with the machine after having it for a while. By this time with the track cutter on the 822D, I was ready to just cut it up in pieces and go throw it in the front door of Tiger Cat in Canada land. I hated that thing by 2 years in. Let's see. Gordon says, need hats, Miss Johnson. There's another one. More hats. She's gonna hate me for this. What does it take to work with you guys for a greenhorn? Really, I mean, it takes just someone with a good work ethic, and we usually start you out on the saw, trimming and helping grease and pull fuel hoses. All the grunt work that needs to be done. I don't need anybody though. Right now, we're full up. Dad's crew's full up, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's you're just going to be in green, getting into logging. You're just going to start out on the bottom and just going to have to work your way up like the rest of all of us has done. MHL Repairs, wanted to stop in and say hi. Found your channel last night and found it really enjoyable. Well, yeah, you're from Wade Stuff. Appreciate you for coming on. I got a link. I got to get it up. I'm gonna have to put it in like a separate post instead of the live thing because we're done so far in. I'm starting to lose people now. But anyway, there's a guy that's battling cancer. He's also got a YouTube channel. Wade was talking about him last night, and they sent me all the information to that. And I'm going to start sharing that on my YouTube thing. So go to their GoFundMe and try and raise money to help him. Sounds like he's in a pretty tight pinch there. But anyway, yeah, welcome to the channel, MLH Repairs. Glad to see you joining us here. Hunter McCoy says, I'm only 15 minutes from South Carolina. Cool deal. I drove to South Carolina one time for work. Drove over there, drove 19, I think it was 19. Wasn't it 19 hours? We drove, yes, it was 19 hours, and we drove that straight through the first time. I about died. But yeah, that was rough. Love the countryside and everything over there. It reminded me of home. It was just like home. Let's see. Scentless said, I always thought that I would get destroyed stunt riding, not driving down the street. Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of how I am with the sprint car. I just know that's going to end up being the one that gets me. But you always have that other option there, I guess. James Dees says, hey, brother. Brian Thomas says, any trouble with your parking brake on your 620? Yes, it does not really work until you kill the machine. It is a nightmare. You have to put the blade down on the ground, keep it from rolling off if you leave it running, which we got a blade down and boom down at the same time for safety. But yeah, we do have parking brake issues. Kevin says, have you ever heard of the uphill semi-drags in Onway, Michigan, Quebec style racing? Look it up on YouTube. I'll have to look it up, dude. I ain't never heard or seen anything like that. Somebody asked, am I Russian? No, I'm not Russian. What the crap? But let's see. Jonah PewDiePie? No PewDiePie here, dude. I'm sure this is not the real PewDiePie. I see what's going on. I'm sure this is just a troll. But anyway, yeah, no. Somebody was asking the PewDiePie to help with his subscribers. Anyway, if this is the real PewDiePie, that is awesome, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Anyway, let's see. MLH says the blue line has the link. Yeah, he sent it to me, and I'm gonna do a post with a picture and something, and get it up on the channel. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. Anyway, I'm reading over here in the chat. There's someone saying he's PewDiePie, and if it is, dude, hey, welcome, come aboard, whatever. Come hang out next time we do a live stream. You missed all the fun at the beginning. So anyway, we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. We're over an hour. We gotta go. I gotta go finish uploading video for y'all for tomorrow. And anyway, until the next one, hopefully this coming Sunday, we're going to do a live stream. It's going to be big. As Donald Trump would say, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. So the wife didn't like that. She thought that was corny as hell. But anyway. Anyway, we'll be back next time. Y'all come back tomorrow for another good, hot, fresh video. And until the next time, we're out of here, y'all.